Hiya, welcome to Darren in the studio. Thanks for swinging by for another video. It hasn't been that long, has it, since we were last together, and I was sort of going through some records that I've been buying and CDs and stuff like that. The last video I did while I was at work because I'd been down to the charity shop and picked up a ton of really great stuff. I'm still sort of sifting through a lot of that and listening to it, and it's been really great sort of hearing all that different kinds of music. Yesterday I was in town and I had an appointment in town, and while I was waiting I sort of nipped into a couple of charity shops that we have in town, and again picked up a stack of CDs that I'll be showing in a future video. Maybe I'll do another video in a few days time and show you those ones. But I've got to sort of catch up on stuff that I was buying sort of September-y, really. And these are CDs that I've bought prior to buying the last lot. So these have sort of been sitting in my videos to do box, really. Records to show for your box. Show to you. So all these are in alphabetical order. There's a real good mix of music here, a real good mix of different things. These have come from different sort of places, second-hand record shops. A few new things in there as well. And also some charity shop buys as well. If I can remember how much I bought them for, I'll let you know. So let's start off. This is a nice little CD, and this has been in the shop a while. This was from the charity shop from just down the road from where I work, and it's been in, like I say, it's been in there a while, and I kept thinking, shall I pick that up or shall I not? And I really like this band, and I don't know why I didn't pick it up in the first place, because it's got a couple of tracks on it that weren't on any of the albums. This is the original Darkness single of I Believe in a Thing Called Love. It's the CD single. Nice little original hype sticker on there. Really beautiful condition. This was 25p. Includes a couple of extra tracks, like I say, that weren't on the Permission to Land album. Making Out and Physical Sex. Two bonus tracks. Darkness, I Believe in a Thing Called Love, original single. Next up, a band that I like, but I've only got a greatest hits of theirs. But a lot of those songs are on this album. This is Del Amitri. This is their album Everything Change. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Change Everything, sorry. It's called. This is 1992. This is on the A&M label. Again, a nice original mint condition copy. Did some big hit records, Del Amitri. Be My Downfall was a big hit. What's the other one on here? Was a big record. Always the Last to Know was is on here as well. Great little album, 12 tracks. Del Amitri, Change Everything. That was 25. Yeah, that was 25p as well. Went to Haringey not too long ago, and there's a sort of village next door called Ripon, and in Ripon there was this great shop that sold a second-hand shop that sold really weird things like strange furniture and sort of like giant hamburger sort of advertisement displays and things like that. Really interesting shop, and in the back he had a load of records, and this is the first of two albums I bought from that particular gentleman. This cost me £15, which is probably a little bit overpriced, but I love the band. This is Dr. Feelgood. This is their 1982 album, I think this is. Let me just check for you. 1984, sorry. This is a nice little original 1984 press on the Demon label. This is Doctor's Orders. Big hit on here was I can't remember now. They're all good songs though. If you've never heard of Dr. Feelgood or never heard their stuff, They're really, it's sort of like that later sort of British R&B, if you like, really, really sleazy, dirty sort of rock and roll blues, if you like. This is a nice little, I think this has got sort of 12 tracks on it, 13 tracks. This features, of course, the late Lee Brellew. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Brellew, something like that. Someone will tell me if that's wrong. Sadly, of course, Lee passed away with cancer some years ago. The band continues today with various lineups, but even when Lee was in the band had a million sort of lineups. Good album, this, really good album. I'm trying to think what the track is that was a big sort of hit for them, and it's on their greatest hits album. I can't think. Anyway, Dr. Feelgood, Doctor's Orders, nice little original press. Next up, a brand new album from one of my favourite singer-songwriters, American chap, Steve Forbert. He's got a brand new album out. This came out about 3 weeks ago. I was going to do a special feature on this particular record. I should have done, because it's great. I love the work of Steve Forbert. This is his latest album called Daylight Savings Time. 10 tracks on it. Nice artwork. If you ever get a chance to listen to Steve Forbert, then do so. Really good American singer-songwriter. Some great tracks on here. One of my favourites on here is Purple Toyota. That's a good one. Sound Existence was the first single off this particular album. Really great album. Steve Forbert, Daylight Savings Time, brand new. Next up, here's another one from the charity shop. Kept the price on this so I could remember what I paid for it. This was 50p for one of the charity shops in town. This is The Very Best and Beyond of Foreigner. I do have the Best of Foreigner, the jukebox sort of album, but this has got various sort of different things on it. This is like the singles plus some album tracks as well. All the sort of usual suspects are on here. Waiting for a Girl Like You, Urgent, Dirty White Boy, you know, the sort of things. Want to Know What Love Is, Double Vision, all those sort of things, and plus a couple of album tracks as well. Nice little original album. Not sure when this came out. Be sort of like, I don't know, 90s, something like that. Nice little CD. 50p. Still got the price on the top, 50p. Next up, an album which is I bought brand new. Got it from Amazon the other day. But it's not a new album. This is from 2014. This is Sid Griffin's The Trick Is to Breathe. Those of you who know who the Long Riders are will know who Sid Griffin is. The Long Riders, actually one of my favourite bands. Their album State of Our Union is my favourite album of all time. This is, like I said, Sid's 2014 album. The Trick Is to Breathe. Nice little, lovely packaging on this. Got a nice sort of poster as well in here. I won't get it out. But really good album. This great American singer-songwriter. Long Riders are still together. They're actually coming to the UK this week to do some UK shows. Unfortunately, I've not got the opportunity to go and see them this time. But check out Sid Griffin and the Long Riders if you can. The Trick Is to Breathe. Bought that brand new. It's an album that I picked up for £2 on vinyl, and it plays great. The album itself, the record itself plays great, and that's what it's all about, right? But the sleeve is in really poor condition. I don't think I've ever bought anything which is in such poor condition. Check this out. This is Debbie Harry's Deaf, Dumb and Blonde album. This would be 1989 on the Chrysalis label. Like I said, the album itself plays really well, and it's a nice little pop rock record. Got some hits on here. I Want That Man was a big hit on here. But the cover is absolutely, I thought I'd keep this just to show you. The cover is absolutely trashed. It really is in poor condition. And like I say, the record itself is absolutely fine. The inner's fine and everything. Just had a bit of damage. I say a bit of damage, a lot of damage to the front of that. But if I see this again in a charity shop or something like that, and the record's trashed, but the cover's all right, I can do a clean swap. So Debbie Harry, Deaf, Dumb and Blonde, £2 for that one. It's an interesting album. This is a band that I know of. This came from the same place as the Debbie Harry album. Thankfully, this is in better condition. This is the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. This is a nice little promo copy. This is a LBC radio copy. I think that's either the London Broadcasting Company or the Leicester Broadcasting Company. I'm not sure. 97.3 FM and on 11:52 AM. Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. This is a nice little promo copy. Got the promo sticker there on the back. This is the radio station copy. Maybe the radio station was giving away all its records and stuff like that. I decided to keep this sticker on. I'm going to leave this sticker on and this one. I'm going to leave these stickers on because two reasons. Number one, I think it's quite a nice little thing to have the promo stickers still on it. Plus, if I try and take this off, it might absolutely ruin it. It might end up looking as bad as the Debbie Harry one. This is an album called Working Band. This is on the Warner Brothers label. This plays superb. This is from 1988, this album. This would be an original copy. This is a nice little German press. Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. This is mega up my street. Sort of country rock, sort of middle of the road country rock. Some really great tracks on here. I'm going to be playing some on the radio from this album for sure. Nice little promo copy, radio station promo, Nitty Gritty Dirt Band, Working Man. Next up, a CD again. This was 25 pence. This is Skunk Anansi's Paranoid and Sunburnt album. You'll know this one. This is a real this is a bit of a classic. Got a lot of hits on this. Weeks on here. Selling Jesus is on here. Charity. They were all big hits for Skunk Anansi. Nice little original copy. Not sure when this came out. Let me have a quick look. I'm guessing 90s. Doesn't say it on the CD. I don't want to go into any detail. Probably sort of 95, 96-ish. Skunk Anansi, Paranoid and Sunburnt. Nice little original copy, 25p. Another album that I bought from the charity shop, and it's another one which is in poor condition. But it plays beautiful, and it's an original 1974 copy, this. So I was surprised it played really well, going off the condition of the actual record. This is Slade. This is the Old New Borrowed and Blue album, 1974. Got some tear, got some damage here to the sleeve. Plus, I mean, generally it's in sort of like a bit sort of tatty condition, you know, got some ring wear and stuff like that. But the I had to swap out the inner sleeve because that was totally wrecked. But the record itself, original Polydor label, plays really well. So that was a nice little find. Great album, this. Really good album. And it's only got My Friend Stan's on here. Everyday's on here. They were hits, of course. But the other songs were pretty much songs that I didn't know. Slade, Old New Borrowed Blue. Nice little original copy. £2 that cost me. Next up, another 25 pence. Mint condition. 25p. What do you want for 25p? This is Top Loader. This is Onka's Big Monka album. This has the hit Dancing in the Moonlight, of course. But there's other great songs on here. You don't just have to have that one. This is one of those albums that you'll find in loads and loads of charity shops. Really good album. Sort of funky, sort of psycho pop type. I don't know what it is really. Nice little original copy. Beautiful artwork. Really nice condition. Booklets as new. And it's got the original sort of hype sticker on there. Not that that ever bothers me, but it's nice to find them. Top Loader, Onka's Big Monka from 2000. This is on the Sony label, this one. Nice little 25p copy. Earlier on, I showed you Dr. Feelgood. Oh, my stuff nearly fell over. I showed you Dr. Feelgood and the Doctor's Orders album. I said I bought a couple of records from that particular shop in Ripon. This was the second one. I paid £12 for this. This is a nice little Susan Vega album. This is the Days of Open Hand album. Beautiful condition, as new. This really nice condition. Like I said, paid £12 for this. Nice sort of original inner. Record plays beautiful. And I do like a bit of Susan Vega. I think I've got most of her albums. I've certainly got her first sort of 4 albums. And really great American singer-songwriter. Susan Vega, Days of Open Hand. It's an odd little record. And I paid £5 for this. Possibly paid over. Although Discogs says that this is sort of top 15, low £1, so it's, I don't know whether it's in the middle or not. This is a nice little album. This is Gene Vincent. Album's called Bebopalooza. It's basically a compilation of some of his work. Of course, the big hits are on here, Bebopalooza and Blue Jean Bop. This says 1985 on it, and it doesn't tell you when the songs themselves were originally issued. But it's a nice little compilation. This is a Denmark record, Denmark pressing. It's on the, I'm gonna have to get the record out to show you the label. It's on the All Around Trading label, 1985, Denmark. It says stereo on it, and when I was listening to it through the headphones, it did actually sound, it did have some sort of stereo separation, so I'm wondering whether it was put through some sort of electronic thing, because what, Gene Vincent would be what, late 50s, early 60s? Gene Vincent, Bebopalooza, paid a £5 for this particular record, possibly paid over, but it's a really nice album and it plays really well, and nice to have those old classics and some more of his stuff, because you only ever hear Bebopalooza and Blue Jean Bop, so it's nice to have some other stuff on there as well. Now here's an album which I was really chuffed to find, because it features Alice Cooper, which is always a good thing. This is the original soundtrack album on vinyl, still got some of the shrink wrap on it, from Iron Eagle 2. Paid 50p for this. This is a beautiful mint condition copy. This would be what, the late 80s, 88 I think that says on it. I can't even see with my glasses on, but this has got Alice Cooper's Got a Line on You, which of course originally was written by Randy California, and I think it was featured on the Poison single as well. Iron Man 2 original soundtrack album. This has also got on it the Insiders, FM are on here. Rick Springfield does a track on here, Alice Cooper of course, Britney Fox. There's some really good stuff on here. It's quite sort of poppy rocky, but I picked it up because it's got Alice Cooper on it. I Got a Line on You, which is a great sort of version. Iron Eagle 2, the original soundtrack album. That's it. That's me all caught up until we get to those ones that I bought yesterday. And how many are in there? We've got about 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got about another 10 CDs here that I'm sort of getting my way through. You know, if you go to your sort of local charity shops or your second-hand shops, lots and lots of people are getting rid of their CDs now. And vinyl, they're getting rid of their vinyl as well. But vinyl's a little bit more, people are getting a little bit more savvy to vinyl, aren't they? And they're sort of realising how much it's worth. So your vinyl is creeping up in price, your second-hand vinyl. However, your CDs are just ridiculously cheap at the moment. And I don't think, you know, people say, oh, CD is dead and stuff like that. I don't think it is. I still think it's a great little format. It's very convenient. It sounds great if you've got a great player. And it's a nice sort of way of hearing the music as they intended, without the pops and crackles and all that sort of stuff that you get with some of the records. Anyway, if you like what you see on the video, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, all that kind of stuff. Wanted to thank the new subscribers. We've picked up a few subscribers over the last couple of 3 weeks, which is always great. We love it. Tell your friends about the channel, and hopefully you'll swing round for another video very, very soon. Until that time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you in a bit. Ta-da.